With so many platformers out there and different takes on the genre, we've seen tons of great level design and tons of not so great level design. I've previously made a video on what I believe makes a good platformer level, so as a sort of follow-up to that, I'm dropping a top 10 on what I think are the best platformer levels of all time. This will cross over 2D games, 3D games, and multiple consoles. It's important to note that for me, this list constantly changes and evolves, so what I love now could be topped in the future, or if I recall a level I didn't when I made this video. But this, at the time, is what I feel, so I'll regurgitate my thoughts with this list. Be sure to like and subscribe to support my channel and drop your favorite levels in the comments below. And with that, into the levels we go. Starting with number 10, the first level in the legendary title Donkey Kong Country. Rare was cooking in the 90s for sure, and a lot of that started with Donkey Kong. In my mind, the very first level of DKC is the most memorable. Honestly, a lot of the time I tend to love the first level of games almost the most. Typically, this first level is designed after all the mechanics of the game are established and they need to show them off to you. A well-designed first level lets you teach yourself, and DK Countries does just that. Starting off with a bang, DK blasts out of his treehouse and you get a feel for the movement with a bangin' track by David Weiss. This level with its bright, vibrant green trees and 3D rendered sprites was next level, and it really has a special, distinct look. The best part is the level teaches you to look for secrets right off the bat. You can see a cave to your left at the start and witness DK's banana horde gone. If you can navigate upward, you can jump on the trees and stay above the path set for you. Rammy can create holes in walls, the list goes on. There's so many secrets to discover and you're learning your moves and how to use them in ways to navigate to different sections without it being overly difficult, setting up your skill for future much harder levels. It's also a level you'll want to come back to and earn some extra lives and revisit once you beat the game to see DK's fully restored banana horde in all its glory. It's something special and memorable. It's definitely deserving to be on this list. Moving on to number 9, Level 8 from Earthworm Jim 2. This level is arguably the most bizarre I'll have on this list, and that's exactly why it's here. Few games are as striking and silly as Earthworm Jim. It's definitely a product of the 90s, but this level is so memorable to me. For one, it's food themed. You'll be chased by a possessed salt shaker as you jump on running fried eggs and pieces of meat. The aesthetic is just so wild, and the level keeps you moving at a solid pace the entire time, almost against the clock. You don't have much time to think about it, just run and avoid the forks and danger. The best part is the end of the level culminates in a boss fight with a piece of meat. You have to jump around on a pizza as you sink into the melty, gooey cheese if you stay in place too long. The music across the whole level's just happy and relaxing, while the background is literally burgers being grilled with bubbly cheese. The name of the level being Level 8, A-T-E, and also Level 8 is also quite clever. We need more levels themed around food and grilling out because this is just a blast. Number 8. In Rayman 2, the worlds are filled with a mysterious vibe and huge variety of gameplay mechanics. There's a lot to love, but for some reason, my favorite level was always the time races with Lee the Fairy. A sort of secret level you can unlock by collecting enough lumps and walking through a portal by the entrance in the level The Bayou. The time races sees us running through a level with Lee as fast as we can. It's just a series of fun platforming, moving as fast as possible. It's got coptering, bouncing on spider webs, climbing. It really makes you want to try and experiment with how you move in an effort to get faster. Plus, if you beat it, you can get a life in Powered Up Gold Fist. I must not be alone with thinking these levels are great, because they basically inspired an entire game with Rayman Rush. I'm a big fan of moving as fast as possible in platformers, and good levels to practice on are a blast. I wish Rayman 2 had more than just 2 of these, but they are bangers. The music is also catchy. Number 7. Frantic Factory is one of my favorite levels in Donkey Kong 64. The vibes of its darker tone and music box-oriented creepy music give it a unique feel, and to top it off, it has those creepy wind-up Kremling bots. These were terrifying because they were invulnerable to your normal attacks. You had to do something special like a super punch from Chunky. This particular level is one I love because of the verticality of it. You have a lot of tunnels you navigate through to different areas, and those tunnels could be something you run through or climb through. Plus, you have a large centerpiece in the middle to help navigate. While this level can be tricky to move around due to its size, the sense of exploration and the satisfaction of the different rooms and little secrets you find more than make it worthwhile. Plus, once you get the banana pads, it becomes easier to navigate. The variety of the gameplay in this level is also fantastic, even harkening back to old DK with a classic arcade machine you can play for a banana and a Nintendo coin. The creepy vibes, though, are definitely the main draw for me in this level. For some reason, contrasting with the cartoony style of DK64 and making things creepy really works in my mind. This is one of my favorite levels from the game for sure. Plus, making things meant to be small giant is always something I adore. Number 6. Banjo-Tooie is one of my favorite games of all time, so you know it's gotta be on this list. My favorite level of Banjo-Tooie, though, has to be Hailfire Peaks. The first element that I love is the fact that it's split into 2 separate environments. Lots of games have a snow level, and lots of games have a lava level. But how many games have a level split in half, and it's both a snow level and a lava level? It's so neat how the music and instrument choice is also affected depending which side you're on. The ice side having a more bells kind of like sound, and the lava heavy brass. Not to mention the track itself is one of the best in the game. The whole game has interconnected worlds, but this level feels like a mini version of that concept, as it does feel like 2 worlds in one. You have to do things on one side and then finish them on the other, like cooling the train on the lava side and get it to go to the icy side. Plus there's so many fun characters in this level. 2 bosses, Bigafoots, Sabermen, a follow-up with the aliens, the return of Boggy and family, and a dope transformation. So much to love about this level, especially with its exploration and many different caves and areas. And to top it off, it's downright gorgeous. It may be one of the best looking levels on the N64 itself. Number 5. Few levels start off as strong as City Escape. The dope music track that plays, the epic boarding downhill, trying to do tricks off ramps and avoid cars, or not avoiding cars. This level's so much fun and arguably one of the most replayed levels by me on this list. It's almost like muscle memory at this point. Of course, it's got secrets, but it's just filled with epic looking moments over and over, and it really sets up Sonic Adventure 2 in the best way. You've got the initial drop-in, the grind rails, running down a building, and racing away from the giant truck. And funny posters if you're paying attention enough. This level will have you coming back to get a better score and to find more secrets over and over, and believe me, you'll find them. Not to mention it introduces so many game mechanics for Sonic in this one. While largely keeping the formula from Adventure 1, we add the somersault, grinding, flipping off the poles, and the ability to do tricks off ramps. There's even opportunity to come back and take different paths with upgrades down the line. Something you'll either suspect or realize later. Oh, that's how I get past those boxes that were there. It just does so much right, it's very hard to fault. In fact, I can't. It may be a near perfect level. However, there are levels I think may be more perfecter. So let's look at them now. Number 4. For me, in Banjo-Kazooie, so many of these levels are some of the best 3D platformer levels in gaming history, even today. It's hard to choose, but consistently, time and time again, it comes down to 2 for me. Treasure Trove Cove and Mumbo's Mountain. Don't get me wrong, Freeze Easy Peak and Click Clock Wood, and honestly every other level are also very good. But the first 2 levels in the game are so memorable. Mumbo's Mountain is a great level that teaches us a lot about the world and unlocks a lot of our moveset. But Treasure Trove Cove is my pick for number 4. We have a lot of moves at this point, and it's the first level to let us soar up into the sky. The music's so catchy and makes me happy every time I hear it. Enemies are all themed like the level, and Snacker helped me traumatize a new generation when I played the game with my nephew. Uh-oh.
I think I'm done.
I think I may even be more drawn to it because I'm originally from Wisconsin, and we had winter 6 months out of the year, so a tropical beach climate always sounded like heaven to me. The areas were also very distinct, and it was easy to place where you are based on what you were around. You never need a minimap for a game like this, and you shouldn't. The level and its landmarks should speak for themselves, and this one very much does. It's also one of the few levels to have a mini-boss in it. I think it's something lacking from other levels in the game. No matter what I say, I'm sure other Banjo fans will be like, wow, you picked Treasure Trove over this? Well, guess what? Yes, I did. Number 3. One of the best 3D Mario levels, Bob-omb Battlefield. This functions as the very first world in Mario 64 and gives you a big, open space to really play around with your mechanics and 3D movement, showing what Mario can do in this new space. There are a few reasons I think this is a great level. First and foremost, as mentioned, it is a big space to play around in. You have several instances of being able to use Mario's new, at the time, moveset. Boxes to smash, enemies to pick up and throw, climbing under the bridge, and the ability to experiment and discover stars and secrets. It's clear right when you get in, there is not only a lot to do, but a lot to explore and find. Another reason is the level layout. There are many memorable spaces in this level, so you can't get lost. The entrance area has the pathway and wooden bridge, the chain shop guarding the gate, the large mountain you scale. Each space is easy to remember and navigate to quickly. The music in this level is also so impactful, and the style of graphics are bright and colorful. So much is done right in this level, I had to have it on this list. While you could make a case for many Mario 64 levels being on this list, when I think of Mario 64, I specifically think of this level. I also appreciate this level has a cohesive style and isn't a bunch of floaty platforms like some later levels in the game can be. I don't really like those. Number 2. Super Mario Bros. World 1. Let's be honest here for a second. Few gaming levels are as impactful or significant in gaming history as much as the first level in Super Mario Bros. This level is so intelligently designed, it taught you how to play without you realizing it. Right off the bat, you can smack a brick, get a power-up, and encounter an enemy. And guess what? If you get hit by the enemy, you go down and start at the beginning again, which is right where you were. This gives you little consequence as you learn, hey, I need to jump on that Goomba. Getting the power-up and realizing what blocks you can hit and what happens, and once you understand the mechanics, you can move super quickly through the level to reach the end. You'll be wanting to try to get there as fast as possible. Highlighting the music is very important here as well, as this may very well be one of the most popular tunes of all time. I'd argue it's probably reached a level of status that goes beyond even the Beatles. This is certainly one of the single greatest levels in gaming, let alone platformers. It feels necessary to put it on this list, but there is one other game I think has a level that tops it. This is my opinion, remember, but this was more impactful to me as a kid. Number 1. Green Hill Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't tell you how much this level is seared into my brain. This is the level that got me into video games. I want to start with the music. This music track is so fun and such a happy vibe, it makes you want to move, which is good because that's what Sonic is all about. From the moment you hear that synthesizer and see the spinning flowers, you enter a magical world of colorful cartoony creatures with its own visual style. As you get moving, you gain speed, hit loops, and you instinctively jump on the robots that fly towards you. You'll quickly realize this level also has secrets with power-ups and springs hidden in the trees, even crashing out walls and sawing through them. The level is a Sonic level, and you feel fast, but it's not without its moments of slowing down, practicing, and gaining skill to avoid hazards. When I think of great levels, this is definitely one of my top picks. It hits all the elements. A fun and memorable layout, exploration and secrets, fast platforming and movement, colorful and stylized graphics, amazing music. It's perfect. Love this game and love this level. In fact, I love all these levels. What about you? Well, that's all I have for you. Please drop a like to help spread my content and subscribe so you don't miss a future upload. Until next time, have a good one.